Perfect. Okay. This is really about the perspective of a mortgage consultant who has been in the UK and consulting for over 25 years. And what we're looking to achieve is to tell some stories about real people who have also been on that journey, who have migrated, who have lived in the UK for many, many years, and who have achieved. What we're looking to do is let them tell their own stories in their own words so that, who knows, somebody out there might be able to benefit from it and pick up from it. Especially knowing that with our background, a lot of people have misconceptions about what it is to go abroad. Hopefully these videos would shed a bit more light about the processes, about when you pass the thresholds, when you pass the milestones of being in the UK, then where do you start? How do you build? What are the challenges and things like that? But first of all, before going into all of that, let's talk about knowledge about yourself back home before you came here, school, life, family, and then when you made the choice to come over to the UK.
My name is Titilade Adesina. I'm a property owner and I've got other series of businesses I am involved with. I live in the UK. I love it here, and married with a son. Okay, so I was born here in the United Kingdom, family of 5, and we moved back to Nigeria when I was still kind of like young, and started my nursery primary school in Nigeria, Ibadan to be precise. I'm from Ibadan as well, so yeah, I like my it's in my DNA. So at Ibadan, I went to Shubola Nursery and Primary School in Ibadan and finished my primary school. And from there, went for my common entrance. And I'm proud to say I went on merit to Federal Government Girls College, Oyo. And yeah, that was where this journey started for me, really. And yeah, I didn't finish there because, like I said, I've got all the siblings and they've already moved back to the UK. So I had to finish halfway at Federal Government Girls College, Oyo, and came here to the United Kingdom. Before that, I guess maybe because of the kind of person I am, I'm very inquisitive. I like to challenge myself, and I think probably my mom was scared for me that going to university in Nigeria would not be a better option for me. Yeah, so that's why I didn't finish from Federal Government Girls College and came to the United Kingdom and came to reunite with my family, my siblings, my elder ones. Yeah, it was a bit challenging leaving Nigeria and then coming here, living with my siblings. And I remember one of them saying that, this is not mommy and daddy's house. This is your elder, because I was quite a bit, not rude or naughty, but a bit of a mischief. So coming was a bit of, do I want to stay with these guys or I want to move on? And I did my college, my A-levels at Northwest College. And I decided in myself, because I like challenging myself. So I decided to, when I finished my A-levels, I was going to be moving to Sheffield to start my university. Yeah, that was what I did. I studied Business Information Technology at Sheffield Hallam University. And I finished with a 2-1. Yeah, it is. Yeah, still a good one. So here I am. Then from there, life started again. Whilst I was in Sheffield, I was went on a placement to work with pharmaceutical. Okay. Yeah, they promised that if I get a first class, they will retain me. But I didn't like Ireland, so I didn't stay there. But I finished with a 2-1 and came back to United Kingdom. Having said that, with the 2-1, they were so happy to retain me, but I didn't want to because I didn't like it in Ireland. It was so kind of like a bit racist.
I was based in Ireland.
Yeah.
It's good to talk about racism because it's that we talk about in our second episode.
Right, okay.
But again, this is an area that people don't really understand and they don't know how to deal with when they come over here. So that's a good one. Just to mention that when you said Ibadan, I also have a soft spot for Ibadan because I went to UI as well. And it was one of my loveliest times. But anyway, so tell us just slightly a bit more. Let's touch on a bit more where that transition was from Nigeria to come and live with your siblings here. What class were you then?
I was in SS1.
Okay.
I've got friends, and still last I still got all my friends from Federal Government Girls College. We're still friends till date. We're talking about almost like 40 years of friendship, which I still hold so dear to me. So we're still very much connected together, and see often as we can, because they've all moved around the world, America, some are still in Nigeria. So whenever I travel back to Nigeria, I still see my friends and the ones that come on holidays.
You say that the friendship, because you've done secondary school partly in Nigeria, some college here, and then university. Which one would you say you hold dearest? Then it's a trick question.
Can I choose two?
Yeah, that's many.
So be my my primary stroke secondary and university. My college was, because of the transition, it was a bit finding myself, in Titilade. That was what happened to me there. And the fact that my siblings were a bit too harsh, I wasn't mommy and daddy, so I had to okay, I got to work, and I had to so I think university was really good for me. My university, I met so many friends, and one of my friends of blessed memory, Olamide Oshikoya, she's passed on, and she was very dear to me. She died 3 years ago now.
Wow.
Yeah, and those were the ones that made Sheffield Hallam,
interesting.
I mean, very, very interesting. Yeah, so
Sorry to hear.
Thank you. It was one of, my son was asking me, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? And he said, what were your fun times in university? And yeah, I was able to say Olamide was one of those people that made it so, interesting. It was never a dull moment with her. So yeah, and of course,
you need those people.
Yes, you do. But yeah, she's late now, and I've still share memories of what we had, and yeah. So it will be my primary into my secondary and university, to your question.
Perfect. You would say, what sacrifice then did your parents make sending you over? Obviously, it was a bit easier, I would say, because your siblings were already here.
Yeah.
But do you think that they kind of thought about it? Do you think that they kind of thought they were torn between sending you over there or studying? Because a lot of parents, Nigerian parents especially, want their kids to have that Nigerian training, and then they always think about it. Do they have to send them abroad? Would they change? Would they become you know what I mean?
My parents, it was a case of, well, you guys were born there, you might as well just get a better life for yourself. So I think that was what happened to us, and like I said, I'm very inquisitive, and in hindsight, I think I actually like what they did, sending us back here, because going back to Nigeria again, when I go on holidays and visit, and because my other half is in Nigeria, I kind of, it's not home for me anymore. Sorry to say.
Detached a bit.
I've left over 30 years, 3 decades. This is home. UK is home for me. And I always say, anywhere I travel to, UK is always home for me. So for me, going back to Nigeria, and like I said, majority of my friends, the ones that are still there, yes, we do see where we can, and but it's not the same anymore. Everybody is busy with family, kids, and all of that. Nigeria for me is not a case of I'm going to Nigeria, I can find my way. Like traveling anywhere, just hop on the Google map where you find yourself, But for me, Nigeria is not. No, it's not. But I'm going for the food. Not as good.
I agree with you. Okay, so anyway, so that makes sense. So we've kind of looked at the journey, if you like, a bit of Nigeria, a bit of here,
okay.
And we'll just kind of quickly mix into episode 2,
okay,
where it talks about settling in the UK. So this is now a bit more about that college period, how you found it. Was the education different compared to what you already knew in Nigeria, SS2?
SS1.
SS1, how did you pick a course?